I realized something about myself. The times where I mess up are when I'm in a routine and I'm just mindlessly doing it over and over again, and I'm looking at my piece and like, oh no, where I did the same mistake twice, which is so stupid. There's like 2 or 3 pieces that I'm not supposed to put a round over on, and everything else I'm supposed to put a round over on all 4 edges,
Oh,
and I like mindlessly like listening to a podcast. It's like, this is going great.
yeah.
I'm going so fast. And then I even marked the pieces that don't need it with like a big X. So like do not, but like was not even paying attention. And I did it twice. I had to recut these
I feel like
pieces
that's a
twice.
fairly common mistake when people get in the round over mentality. They'll just
Yeah.
round over miters, anything, you know?
We're going to get back to that later in the
Never gonna let
show
that go.
because I have an example to show you of when it works, but we'll get
Oh,
to
okay.
that after.
Okay.
I've done
But
that
I
before,
mean,
though.
yeah, it wasn't like a major thing because it's just a pain to like have to recut it. I didn't like
Oh, it's the
mill the
worst.
extra pieces. It's like, oh god, it's such
Well,
a
and
hack.
like all your first pieces normally, like you go through, you hand pick them out, like
Yeah,
you like all of
exactly.
them, you like the way the
Grain.
grain works with this piece and that piece. And then when you screw one up, you're like, yeah, crap. And then you're trying to
Yep.
make something else work.
Yeah, it's a pain, but it's fine.
Well, you want to know what I fucked up? Well, you guys already know, but I'll tell the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
So we got all the electrical. Well, there's a couple things that are messed up. First, to tell you the electrical. We got all the electrical done for the shop, and we called for our final inspection. Now, the electrical is done in the shop. It's not done in the secret golf simulator room, which is the back of the shop.
Uh-huh.
And the electrician's like, "What do you want to do about that? Because we can't really get the final inspection until it's all done back there." And he's like, "But this is the electrician's idea." He's like, "There's only that one doorway into the back. If you put a piece of plywood over that and we call for the final inspection, there's a good chance he's just not even gonna like notice it."
Oh my god.
So plus we ran electrical in the flooring, which we're not
Mm.
positive is up to code. So I very carefully went around and I hit all the electrical in the flooring. I was getting creative. I cut out like the bottom of a box of paper towels and set it over like one of the electrical things. It just looked like a box of paper towels. I like set some tools over another one, like a big pile that nobody would want to like dig through. Anyways, I
Pile of sawdust.
covered up all the ones in the floor, like real nice. And then for the secret golf simulator room, I hung a nice brand new piece of plywood over the door. And then I took some time to hang clamps on the whole piece of plywood. Like it was
Wow,
supposed to be
okay.
there, like clamp storage. It looked perfect. You'd never even notice. So I was in the office and waiting for the inspector. Didn't see him. And then finally I looked out the window. I was like, oh crap, he's out there. But he was getting in his car like he'd already been in the shop. So I went out and met him at his car and I was like, hey, just want to make sure you got in there okay. Everything looks all right. He's like, yeah, they're not finished with the electrical. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, they didn't do anything in the secret golf simulator room yet.
Oh.
Does he listen to the podcast?
He obviously listens to either a podcast or watches the channel or something because he knew about everything. So
Busted again by an inspector. See, this
just can't fool them. They're too smart. So now we gotta
Dang.
temporarily finish the electrical enough in that room that we can pass inspection. But the whole shop is done.
Shop Sounds Podcast, a woodworking podcast about nothing.